out on the street again.
This isn't a prison. We can't lock the doors.
So this is your solution to tie her up like a dog?
You got a better one, Dr. Farami?
Okay. Jeannie, I'm caught on the rose bush. The damn thorns are ruining my sweater.
It's okay. It's okay, Mom.
I hate this place. Aunt Rosa died in this place.
Oh, I know, Mom. But you can't go home. You almost burnt the house down.
Mm-hmm. I'll stay with you then, okay? That'd be nice. And I'll eat out and I'll do the wash. We'll market on Sundays like when you were little.
My place isn't big enough. I work all the time.
Always your damn work. I worked too, and I still took care of you. And I raised you up near single-handed, and you were hell on wheels.
So were you.
You're not just cloning sheep, but primates. I mean, you're creating synthetic chromosomes. Soon you will have mapped the human genome. But to what purpose? Where will this end?
Why should it end?
Because science must be guided by morality. I mean, there is knowledge that leads to light, but there is knowledge that leads to darkness.
What happened to the remote?
Good or bad?
Oh, it's Harvey. Every time the boy comes home, he leaves chaos in his wake. Oh, Ken, would you see if you can find what my son has done with the TV remote?
Right away, sir. Take a swipe at a mango.
$180 million. Preston, that's $60 million apiece.
Genetico was never about money. It was about research.
We've had 20-odd years of research now. I say we take the money. Let's sell the damn company before these landsman people change their minds.
Jim is absolutely right. With that kind of cash, I can build a real genetic laboratory at the university. And Jim has his campaign coming up.
You can kick your recombinant study into high gear, Press. We've outgrown Genetico.
I don't agree.
You've always been a short-sighted, prissy little jackass. You know that.
Pioneer in the field of genetics. Is man playing God?
I know, as a geneticist and a father, that what makes us truly human, it can't be touched.
And what about disclosure? Before they hand us a check, we're going to have to show them our records.
Screw it! I say we sell.
Jim's right. This is too big an opportunity to pass up.
But what if they uncover all that?
All that was a long time ago.
We can still be sued for millions. You'll be fighting off special prosecutors, Jim. And Barry will be on 60 Minutes defending his son.
Oh, would you stop it? That's not going to happen. Landsman wants to announce the takeover a week from tomorrow. They're not going to uncover anything in a week.
Are you sure?
For $60 million, I'd bet my life on it.
You talk like I got the money in my back pocket, ready to hand over.
Well, you are the head librarian.
20 grand's a lot of money.
I need this database, Jack.
That's what they all say. I got scores of acquisitions.
My research is more important. If I find a genetic basis for criminal behavior, we could screen for the gene. Maybe even stop violent crime before it happens.
Out. Set and match. Maybe next time, Jeannie.
Excuse me. You're really good out there. And I play a little bit, and I thought maybe we could hit some time.
If you only play a little, you're not my league.
Oh, ouch. So I guess a night of sashimi and wild sex is out.
Lisa! Lisa!
I'll see you guys later. Hey.
I can't believe it. A kid just tried to pick me up.
Really? Ooh, was he cute?
That's not the point.
Since when? What happened to you? I thought you were gonna go for coffee.
Oh, I'm sorry. My mom wandered out of the rest home again.
Oh, wow. Was she hurt?
No. Found her 2 blocks away in a laundromat.
Oh, God.
I really hate that place. It's ugly, it smells. People don't give a damn.
I know, Jeannie, but you don't have a choice, so. How was she today?
Worse. So hard to watch.
Promise me you'll shoot me when I get like that.
Stop, you're not gonna get like that.
We both know Alzheimer's is inherited.
Yeah, and they're closing in on a cure.
Still, I'm a good candidate.
And you're lousy company. So knock it off or I'm gonna shoot you right now and put us both out of our misery.
Steve, what's the space coming?
It's Logan, 6. We should get to the lab early, about 5:30.
Yeah. He has no idea what he's in for, huh?
No, he doesn't.
You nervous?
Oh, why should I be?
Yeah, right.
Dr. Ferrari? Adam Sloan from your genetics and behavior class.
Yeah.
Do you need,
It's okay, it's not necessary.
Take it, please. I need all the extra credit I can get.
Whacked my butt. Like I could have a bruise. Wait, was he wearing a red cap? Yeah, and a bandana thing? Jeez, he fell me up. Kim, have you seen Lisa? She was with the security guard. They're not here? No. I'm looking for my friend. No, not him. The one with the cap and the bandana.
Now, wait a minute. I'm the only guard on gym duty today.
Well, who's the guy in the red cap?
Where are you going?
I think my friend's in there.
Just stay out of the way, please, ma'am.
Everything's okay back here, John.
Lisa? Lisa? Is anybody here? me. It's me. It's me. It's me.
This was the way out. This was the way out.
Excuse me. She's been sitting here over an hour. Can I please take her to the hospital?
Sorry, you're really out of way for the rape unit.
Yeah.
Steve Logan. Must be at the lab.
Go ahead, I'll be okay.
No, I'm not leaving you now. Come on. We're going to the hospital.
I want to go home.
Lisa, you need an exam. I'll stay with you the whole time. It'll be okay.
No, please, Jenny. I just want to go home.
What if they uncover all that? All that was a long time ago!
You wanted warriors.
Hate you. Hate you.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, Joe.
Jenny. It's late. I should go.
Hi.
Hey. Thanks for staying. Sorry you missed Steve Logan.
That's okay. I'll call and see if you'll make the group session today.
Great. I'll pull his blood and run the DNA test this afternoon.
Lisa, you're not going to work. You've got to take care of yourself. Go to the hospital. Talk to the police.
Don't. I know what I need. Okay? Yes?
Miss Hoxton?
Yes?
I'm Detective Mish Delaware with the Philadelphia Sex Crimes Unit.
How the hell did they find me? Thanks, Jeannie. Thanks a lot. Would you please let me handle this my way?
No.
Leave me alone.
He's still out there, Lisa.
Let me see your badge.
Hello, Detective. This is Lisa Houston. I'm Dr. Farami. We work together. I'm an assistant professor at Revere, and Lisa's my lab technician.
I'm sorry about what happened to you, and I want to help.
I want to forget about it.
Here's a number of a counseling center. Put it in a drawer. You might want it someday.
Want some coffee?
There are two kinds of rapists. Date rape. A guy sees an opportunity. Girl's too drunk to fight him, and he takes it. But a man who rapes a stranger is a planner. He has a fantasy, and he works to fulfill it. That's who we're dealing with. That fire was no accident. The ventilation pipes pulled from the wall to make sure the smoke pumped into the locker room. A rapist isn't really interested in sex. It's fear that turns him on. He's addicted to a woman's terror.
He had this grin when he took off his bandana. He kept grinning at me.
I have a program that'll create a likeness of the perpetrator. Let's try it. If it upsets you, we'll stop. If not, at least I'll have a picture of the man I'm after. Okay.
Okay. He was white, about my age. He had dark hair, a straight nose, and he had brown eyes.
Like this?
No, the eyes were different.
More set apart?
Yeah.
How about this?
Mm-hmm.
Jeannie, how doesn't Genetico fund your study?
Doesn't Genetico fund everything in this department? Why? Rumors of a takeover by Landsman Pharmaceuticals. Should I worry?
I'd talk to Barry. Make sure they don't pull the plug on your money.
Can I keep this?
Sure.
Thanks. Gita! Oh my God, you've lost so much weight. Hi.
All muscle, trust me.
Come on in.
So, did you hear that Ellen is pregnant?
No, really?
And Bruce and Katie have had another boy, which, what, makes it 5 now, I think?
You know, working at the FBI is the perfect job for you, since you always like to keep track of everybody.
And Will is still out in California. No marriage license on record. Okay, fine. It's just a suggestion. So, why did you summon me?
Oh, I need a favor. I've hit a dead end in my study. I'm trying to isolate genetic markers linked to criminal aggression.
Right, the bad guy gene. So, what do you need?
Identical twins raised apart. One's a criminal, the other a good citizen.
Okay.
See, identical twins have matching teeth, EKG, fingerprints. So I created this computer program that searches medical records for matches. Now, I tested it on dental records and...
And let me guess. Identical twins raised apart where one's a criminal and the other's a good citizen.
Now, can you guess what it is I want from you?
Fingerprints. You want to run your search on the FBI fingerprint file.
Would you please ask your boss if you could do it?
Oh, God, Jeannie, look, we've got over 20 million sets of prints on file. It'd take days.
No, it's an accelerated program. It'll only take a few hours.
And Larry hates to mess with the daily use of the database.
So do it at night. Say tonight.
Okay, I'll ask.
Yes. Thank you.
You're just saying that because you're jealous. No, I am not. Yes, you are. Shh. He wants me. He does not listen. He's saying
Are you dizzy?
Excuse me?
Are you dizzy?
Am I dizzy?
No, dizzy, dipsychotic. They're monozygotic. When a sperm smacks one egg and it splits, you get MZ. When a sperm smacks 2 eggs, you get dizzy. That's me and Sue.
Do you guys always dress alike?
Oh, no, just met. When we were babies, we got adopted by different families.
Hi, Dr. Frammy.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, Dr. Farami. Steve Logan.
Jeannie Farami, I'm sorry about yesterday.
For standing me up or brushing me off at the tennis court?
I'd like to thank you all for participating in this study. Now, if you'll follow the researchers, they'll take you over to the science building to continue today's tests. Once again, thank you all very much. So I bet you're wondering what you're doing here.
Well, yeah, the researcher who called me said it was some kind of study, and I've always been a good student, so I assumed it was about IQ.
No, it's about criminality.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm not a criminal.
No, I know you're not. I'm a psychobiologist. I studied the links between genes and behavior.
So you think there's a criminality gene?
Well, maybe not a single gene, but I'm sure there's a link. Everything comes down to chemistry.
And how are you going to prove that?
By studying identical twins raised apart. I'll compare bits of their DNA and search for tiny differences, and then I'll see if I can establish a relationship between those differences and their behavior.
That's amazing. But what does this have to do with me?
Come on, let's take a walk.
It's pretty out here.
Look, I can't think of an easy way to say this, so I'm just going to come right out and say it. I believe you have a twin.
Are you serious?
Came up a perfect match with a man your age in my search program. His name is Dennis Pinker, and your teeth are identical down to your cavities.
Dennis Pinker. And this is all based on my teeth.
Look, I know it's difficult to understand, but, well...
No, it's just, my parents wouldn't lie to me about having a twin.
Maybe if you were adopted, they would.
No, listen, okay? My mother is Lorraine Logan. You know, Dear Lorraine from the newspaper. Okay, she can't hide anything. She wrote a book about not being able to have a kid, right? She had me. She wrote a book about that. If I were adopted, she would have written a book about that. Okay, she's completely upfront. My dad is a colonel at the Pentagon. He's a straight arrow, and he'd never lie to me about anything like that.
So, you're a third-year law student.
You do your homework.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, well, I couldn't get enough arguing at home, so I decided to make it my life's work. What did this guy do? This, alleged twin of mine?
Murder. He's in prison in Virginia. I'm going to see him tomorrow, so run a few tests on him. Tests I hope you'll take today.
Are you serious?
If your DNA matches, you're definitely twins.
Ted Ransom said you had some questions for me?
Oh, yeah, just about funding. Barry, I'd like you to meet one of my study participants, Steve Logan.
How do you do?
Hi.
How do you do? I hope you'll excuse me. I have a very important... Excuse me. Yes, Steve Logan. Well, of course I'm sure. I just shook hands with him. He's with that woman who's doing the criminality study. Well, that's what I'm going to find out. Listen, Preston, don't panic. Call Jim and don't panic.
brother grew up in the same environment.
An overfed child will be fat even though his parents are thin.
With the same values, the same experiences, yet one grows up to be the Unabomber, and the other becomes the good guy who turns him in. That is about genes.
Mozart could not have written the Concertos at 3 had he not had a piano.
Mr. Sloan. Hello. Would you briefly summarize for us the findings of the Minnesota Twins studies, please?
Well, they found that twins, identical twins...
Raised apart?
Identical twins raised apart are really, really alike.
More alike than?
Fraternal twins raised together.
But that doesn't make nature more important than nurture. Maybe things like musicality run in families, but you don't become the Pointer Sisters or the Jackson family or the Hansons without a whole lot of influence from your home environment.
That's true. Charismatic parents can make their children conform to a certain ideal, just as abusive parents can turn out a troop of schizophrenics. But those are extreme cases. Generally speaking, nurture is the soil to nature's seed. If the soil is rich, the seed flourishes, and if the soil is poor, the seed dies. But the soil can't change the nature of the seed. Read Hammer and Copeland by Thursday, please.
Dr. Farabi, I hope you'll forgive me
What?
for acting like such an idiot earlier. I've been raising funds for the genetic engineering lab, and I suddenly realized that I had snubbed a very important potential investor.
There's no need to apologize, Barry.
Well, let me pay penance over drinks.
I really ought to get back to the lab.
Please, indulge me. I think you wanted to talk to me. Funding, was it?
I know Genetico underwrites several studies at the university, and in the past, I've run into snags in my research. I'm worried that whoever takes over the company will jettison projects. I don't want mine to be one of them.
Oh, my dear, you're the first person to come up with a really promising way to study the genetics of criminal behavior. If you can find a link, it could quite literally change the world. No, your study is safe, if I have to fund it myself.
Thank you so much, Barry.
Oh, don't thank me. I have a personal interest. I want to be able to boast that I'm the one who discovered the beautiful and brilliant Jeannie Farabi. How's it going, the study?
Really great. I finally tracked down a pair of identicals raised apart. One's a criminal, the other not. Well, you met him earlier, Steve Logan? In the courtyard?
Oh, yes, of course. I hope I didn't scare him off.
No, you didn't. But I might have, though. He didn't know he had a twin.
And where is this twin?
Virginia, in prison for murder.
Really? And how exactly did you find him?
Dental records. I wrote a computer program that searches for matches.
Of course. Identical twins have matching teeth. It's excellent thinking. Really excellent. Have you tried the program anywhere else?
No, not yet, but I hope to soon.
Would you tell me where? Oh, come on, I can keep a secret.
No. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up.
Well, I don't mind telling you that my hopes are quite high already.
I better get back to the lab.
I'm sorry. I hope I didn't make you uneasy.
No, not at all.
I just want you to know that I'm here for you. As a mentor and a confidant and a friend. You're in the driver's seat.
Uh-oh. Did I do something wrong?
No, no. You're still here. So you stayed for the test, then?
Some big guy measured my earlobes. What was that?
It's a twin thing.
So this is it. This is the study.
Oh, there's the psychological part. Did you fill out the questionnaires? This is what I like best.
It all comes down to chemistry. I told my mom your theory.
Is she angry?
No, she laughed. She said that I'm definitely not adopted, and she has the stretch marks to prove it, and I don't have a twin.
You know, I've been thinking that there is another way that you and Pinker could be twins. Although it is a little far-fetched.
Baby switched at birth on the next Sally Jesse. I'm sorry. I mean, I admit that if, you know, my mom were defensive or angry, that sure, I would wonder, but she laughed. You know, there's just no way that she's hiding anything.
Well, thanks for your cooperation.
You're welcome. How about dinner?
Are you asking me out on a date?
Are you really surprised?
Look, I don't go out with,
What, you don't fraternize with your subjects? You don't date your specimens? Come on. Live dangerously. You want me to drive?
Why don't you follow me?
Okay.
Excuse me, Doctor. What is happening here?
This man raped Lisa Hoxton.
That's impossible. He can't.
Lisa's description of the rapist looks pretty damn possible to me. Where were you yesterday between 3 and 6 p.m.?
I was here. I was waiting for Dr. Farami by the lab.
You saw him yesterday?
Yes, at the tennis
You
court.
can account for his whereabouts during the fire and rape?
No, but this man isn't a criminal. I've seen his psych tests. It can't be.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Take it easy!
Jeannie. Lisa. Thank God you got my message. Can't do this by myself.
Lisa, they arrested Steve Logan.
What?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
I asked her to come. You said I could bring a friend for support.
Okay, let's do it.
Influence this lineup in any way, and I'll arrest you for interfering with the police investigation.
He wore a baseball cap.
Hand out the red caps.
Can I turn them around?
Turn the caps backwards.
Are you sure?
Shut up, doctor.
Yes, I'm sure.
Take your time, Lisa.
I don't need any more time. I'm telling you, it's number 3.
Pretty night, Miss Ferrami.
Yes, it is, Mr. Oliver.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I guess I just left my lights on.
Look at you, gorgeous. You gotta get a real security system. Took me 10 seconds to pick the lock.
What are you doing to my TV?
Well, you got cable, but no ESPN. I can fix that.
When did you get out of jail, Dad?
A couple of days ago. 3 years early this time, for good behavior.
Yeah, well, we'll see how long that lasts.
Hey, I went to see your mom, but she's not in the old place.
She's in Bella Vista.
Why?
Because 4 months ago, she almost burnt down the house. She needs care.
But Aunt Rosa died in that place. I hate that place.
So take her home. Take care of her for once in your life.
Okay, all right. I'm sure you did what's right, sweetheart. Hey, let you and me go do the town. Like old times, huh?
How long are you staying, Dad?
Just like the back of my feet.
We both know what that means, don't we?
Hey, I can't help who I am.
Oh.
Damn him.
Oh, boy. Obviously, I'm not welcome, so I'll leave. I'm broke. I'd appreciate anything.
I cleaned out my savings account so Mom could have a so-called private room. Don't. Daddy?
Yeah.
You can sleep on the sofa.
Preston not busy. What?
The investigation continues into yesterday's rape at exclusive Revere University. Community groups have praised the police for their quick arrest of the son of columnist Lorraine Logan. 27-year-old Stephen Logan was earlier tonight positively identified by the victim. We'll continue to watch these developments as the investigation continues.
Thank you, Ross. We'll keep an eye open while that story continues to heat up. And speaking of heat, Floyd was born today.
Oh, God. You're scum. You're crap. You beat and raped and sodomized that girl.
I didn't do it.
Shut up. She's ID'd you. We're gonna nail your ass to the wall.
I want to talk to a lawyer.
I said shut up. Do you know what you get for first-degree rape? Life. You know what prison's gonna be like for a pretty boy like you? First-degree rape. Kind of beautiful how that works out, huh?
Look, I said I want to talk to a lawyer. This interview's over.
We'll decide when this is over. We're gonna DNA test you. We're gonna prove you did that poor girl. The only way that you can save your ass, literally, is to convince me that it wasn't first degree. So, maybe you knew her. Maybe you just met her. She came on to you. You were trying to read her right. Things got out of hand. Huh? Oh, come on, kid. Dear Lorraine and your Pentagon Papa can't get you out of this one. I'm your only chance out of this, so talk to me.
Go to hell.
Oh.
I think you're tough. Huh? How do you like it?
You're a punk. A dead punk. Adams! You know that psycho crackhead we got in lockup?
Yeah, why?
I just found him a nice new roommate. He's gonna enjoy you, sweetheart.
It's just that he's got no record.
So what? So he's never been caught before.
Lisa, we both went over a psych test. His responses aren't those of a criminal.
Jeannie, you can fake a psych test.
Not that completely.
You know what? You don't want to believe he raped me because it'll mess up your little theory. Steve Logan is supposed to be the good twin, but if he's a rapist, you're back to square one. You care more about your damn study than you do about me.
It was at the old El Dorado movie theater down in Greensburg. They were showing some slasher flick, and Pinker, he slips into the basement, kills the electricity. Everybody panics, looking for the exits. Pinker, he's in seventh heaven, running around in the dark, filling up all the girls. One little thing tried to fight him off, and he strangled her. Normally, you'd interview a prisoner through a grill, but you were so insistent about being in the same room with him, I'm obliging. Robinson here will keep you safe. Well, go get him, Robinson.
Yes, sir.
I hope you get what you came for.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It's a creepy place. Hey, so are you okay with this?
Yeah.
Because if my theory is correct, he's gonna look just like your attacker. I mean, I can take his blood.
I'm fine, Jeannie. I'm fine, really. I'm staying, okay?
Dr. Farami? How's your day going?
Good. Yours?
Not bad.
Sit down, Pinker.
I'd like to thank you for participating in this study.
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous. I've been locked up in a hole a long time. So for me to come out of that cell, it's a whole brand new experience. Hello?
No.
Has anyone told you why we're here?
Yes. You're gonna give me your panties.
Behave yourself, Pinker.
Mr. Pinker, I just have to draw some blood and take some measurements, okay?
I don't need to take out my thing, do I?
Hey.
Actually, we're more interested in your earlobes than your thing, Mr. Pinker. Could you cuff him for this, please?
Be my pleasure, ma'am.
Here, an eyelash. Make a wish.
Just fire her. I can't. I'm not her employer. I don't own the university.
You have to kill her study. She found this in her first time out.
Your news conference starts in 5 minutes, Senator.
I know. I'm on my way. Rami has no idea what she's found. And Logan's arrest completely shoots down her search program. I think it's going to die on its own.
What if it doesn't?
And we've got to find someone to get rid of her. Oh, for God's sake.
If this gets out, we're ruined. Financially and professionally. All our work will be worth nothing. We'll go to prison. There's a law now. They'll crucify us just to make a point. I hate violence, but the right person can make it go away.
Maybe you're right. Yeah.
Just one last question, Mr. Pinker. Do you know if you were adopted?
Was that supposed to be my excuse? My mom's blamed how I am on everything from bad diet to my moon rising in Gemini. But it's much deeper than that. See, I'm allied with certain awarenesses. The desert.
Do you know if you have a twin?
Yeah, I do. In fact, he's the one who did that girl, not me. I'm innocent.
I better get this blood in the cooler.
Somebody got to you good, huh? Don't worry, they'll get theirs. We all get it sooner or later. Did you scream?
Shut the hell up, Pinker. Key up.
I like it when they scream. You didn't give me your panties yet.
Why do you like it when they scream?
Don't you scream when you make love? Don't you get pleasure when you make contact? Why do you like it? The fight, the fear. Robinson's afraid of rats.
I hate rats, not afraid of them.
How about the fat one sniffing around in the corner over there?
Where? Where? I don't see any rat, Pinker. Hey! Hey, back here!
Take off your panties. I'll slice that up. Take them off. That girl.
I hate rats. Did you bring that thing in here? You son of a bitch! You're cleaning it up. Let's go get the stuff. That is, if you're done asking. Kia!
I didn't do it.
Of course you didn't. We know that. But honey, why didn't you call us?
Because I didn't want to put you through all this.
Steve, it's all right.
We retained Joe Hogan. Remember Joe? Yeah. I talked to the desk sergeant. He said your bail hearing's in the morning. You'll be home by lunch.
I don't know how this happened. I'm sorry. You do believe me, don't you?
Of course we do.
Don't worry, son. It'll be okay. We love you.
Come on, let's go.
My time's up.
My mother. Hello? I've been looking for you.
Just cleaning up.
You don't need to do that, Mom.
Well, if not me, who? You're always running off somewhere. I thought the good silver was here. Bad day. You work too hard. You gotta learn to leave it at the office. My smart girl. She couldn't be something saying like a hairdresser, no. She's gotta study criminals.
Why'd you marry Daddy?
I don't know. He was good looking.
Did you know he was a burglar when you were dating?
Well, maybe I kind of wondered. It bothered me. But it was also kind of exciting. And then you came along, and it didn't matter. He wasn't with us very much anyway.
No, he wasn't.
There you are, Mrs. Farami. We've been looking all over for you.
I hate when the church people visit. They're all such fakes. Come lie down.
I'll do the dishes later. I promise.
I propped the door open with a flask. I didn't want anybody sneaking up on me.
That Pinker's blood?
Yeah. Thank God I drew plenty of it.
Have you done Logan's yet?
Mm-hmm. It's right there.
Lisa, it's been a long day. Why don't we just go?
Fine. You know, Pinker was born on September 7th.
So?
So, double check Steve Logan's birthday.
August 25th.
Yep. Identical twins born 2 weeks apart. Hell of a labor, don't you think?
It's a mistake. Adoption dates.
They're not adopted, remember? Isn't that your phone?
Hello? Yes, it's Dr. Farami. Oh, from the Examiner, huh? You know, I really love your articles. I wish more papers had a bioethics editor. So how can I help you? Mm-hmm. My search program? Who told you about that? No, I don't scan the records. The computer does. And then it gives me names of matching pairs, and I try to connect them to see if I... That's ludicrous. I'm not violating anyone's privacy. Who gave you this information? Wait a minute. You can't accuse me and not tell me. Hello? Hello?
Jones residence. One moment, please. Dr. Jones, it's President Obel from the university.
Morning, Maurice. No, I haven't looked at it yet. Yes, it's just terrible.
Hey, lazy bones. 2 minutes, you'll have toast to go with those eggs.
What are you doing?
Fixing your toaster. Hey, look at the front door. I put a real deadbolt on it. And I hooked you up to ESPN, just in case.
You didn't need to do that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Saw Mom last night. I really need to get her out of that place.
Yeah, I was thinking. Maybe we could take out a loan.
We? Why don't you get a job?
I'm trying. I called Uncle Mike just yesterday. He said maybe next week.
Give me a break, Daddy. You'll lie around on that sofa and wait for another place to hit. And either you'll get away with it and head off to Atlantic City, or you'll get caught and go back to jail.
Hey, now look. I made you a nice breakfast. I'm trying to help out here. Now, you may have cause to be angry, Jeannie, but I am still your father.
I never had a father. I had some guy who showed up occasionally with toys and candy and all kinds of promises. And then he'd disappear just as quickly. And I'd hear from a kid at school that you were back in jail. Hello.
Absolutely ridiculous. Explain again. Would you please let me finish? You signed this press release. No, I'm not doing anything unethical.
Well, I think the most important thing is to present a solid front. They have the money, and we have to get it out. Simple as that.
Excuse me, Barry. Can I talk to you a minute?
We were just going to a trustees meeting and then lunch. How about
That's
about
too
4?
late. Please.
Sure. You all go ahead. We won't be long.
Look at this. You wouldn't even listen. All he wants me to do is sign that press release.
The university apologizes and so forth, and we'll discontinue the search program in question. Well, won't that kill your study?
Yes, it will. All Obel cares about is bad publicity.
He is the president of the university.
Oh, he's an idiot. Yeah, I explained my search program 3 times. His eyes glazed over. And who gave the Examiner that bogus tip anyway? Somebody's trying to sabotage me.
Yes, it seems so.
Why?
Well, I think it's fairly obvious. The rumor is out about the Genetico takeover. And somebody here is afraid they're going to lose their funding. You were worried about the very same thing a couple of days ago.
Yeah, but I would never try to sabotage anyone.
I think you'd be surprised at how far someone would go to protect their life's work. I see you didn't sign this.
I'm not doing anything unethical. I'm so close to a breakthrough.
Jeannie, I'll look into it.
Thank you.
You're in the driver's seat.
Dad? Dad?
Hello? Oh, yes, Mr. Bioethics. A statement? All right. I will not discontinue my search program. I haven't done anything wrong. Revere can't just cancel my study because I have a contract, and I am going to fight them. End of statement.
Oh, damn it, Daddy.
Hey. What's the matter? You okay?
Everything all right, Miss Ferrami?
Yes, Mr. Oliver, thank you.
This stuff will burn your eyes out.
You okay?
What are you doing here?
I just came to tell you that I didn't rape Lisa Hoxton.
Lisa's my friend. She doesn't lie.
You don't have to believe me. I just needed to tell you that.
Steve?
Hi, Doctor.
Everything okay?
Yeah. It's just that I know that Dr. Fromm is gone, and when I saw the door open...
Oh, yeah, she said you might be alone to check up on things. I'll lock up when I'm finished.
Okay, sir. Good night.
Good night. Jim,
Would you just listen? She's running her scan on the FBI fingerprint file. Yes. Tonight. Listen, you've got to stop it. Call somebody.
I bet you're happy that your parents posted bail.
They believe me.
Why wouldn't they?
Tell me about Pinker. Does he really look like me?
Exactly. He's got the same hair color as yours, except his is a little bit longer. Same build.
Because I was thinking about this bad guy gene theory, right? How life would be if we wiped out the violent impulse. I don't think that's such a good thing.
Why not?
Because cold-blooded, premeditated murder is bad, right?
Absolutely.
But what if the murderer is an abused wife? What if the victim is a sadistic husband? She stays alive because he dies. Her violent impulse saves her, and that's a good thing.
True. But if we could wipe out the violent impulse completely, he wouldn't be hitting her in the first place. Am I right?
Okay, it's a point.
Okay. I guess I should be getting home. It's late.
I'd really like to know if Pinker's my twin. You think the DNA tests are back?
Okay, track 1 is your blood. Track 2 is control. It's either Lisa's or mine. And track 3 is Pinker's blood.
It's a perfect match. Then they lied to me. Why would my parents lie to me?
Maybe they didn't.
Oh, it just slipped their mind that I'm adopted, and they forgot that I had twin.
You said your mother had trouble conceiving, right?
Yeah.
Did she ever receive any kind of fertility treatment?
Yeah, at the Aventine Clinic in Baltimore. She wrote all about it in her book. Supposedly it tripled her clientele.
I wonder if that clientele included Mrs. Pinker.
Minsky just called me. Minsky? Dick Minsky from Aventine. He said that some woman wants to see the patient records from 27 years ago. Oh my God, how did she get to Aventine?
I'll have scotch. What are you drinking, Preston?
Arsenic.
You worry too much. I yanked some strings at the FBI. They've pulled the plug on the Ferrami search program.
She knows about Aventine. What? I thought you said that press release was going to finish her off. I thought it would. I honest to God thought it would.
Sorry I'm late.
Hello, Michael. Jim, you haven't met Michael Madigan. He's Lansman's head of U.S. operations.
Oh, pleased to meet you.
Well, Senator, good to meet you finally. My disclosure lawyers aren't running you ragged with their snoopy, Preston, are they?
Oh, not a bit. It's a pleasure. Can I get you something?
Oh, no, I'll get it myself. I'm just gonna hang this up.
What did Minsky say? She spoke with the night manager. He told her they still have the medical records. She could see them if she had the releases. She's going there tomorrow.
You've got to stop her. If she starts digging around, the Lansman people are going to get interested. It could blow the takeover.
You said you'd handle this, Barry, the best I can.
Well, it's not good enough.
So, what'd I miss?
Hello.
It's Jim.
Uncle Jim. What do you want? What's up?
You were, evidently. You did that girl Sunday night, didn't you?
Huh?
Come on. We both know it.
You want me to tell you a bedtime story?
No, I called to tell you that there's someone coming your way. And if the same thing should happen to her, or worse, it would solve a lot of problems.
What? I don't get it.
You will, kid. Now just listen.
fired me, Jeannie.
What?
3 this morning, Larry called me up. You know, after 5 years of working my butt off and getting perfect reviews, I'm out because of your damn search program. What the hell is going on here?
What do you mean? It was only a proposal. He didn't have to run it if he didn't want to.
Did you get the email I sent you?
No.
Larry had said I could run the program, and so I did it all early tonight. I sent you the results.
Wait a minute. If Larry okayed it, why did he fire you?
Because some bigwig called him and ordered him not to run it, and when I told him that I'd already done it, he hit the roof. He knew heads were gonna roll and figured better mine than his.
Oh, God, Gita. I'm so sorry. Maybe if I spoke to someone.
No, Jeannie, I don't know what is going on here, but you've stepped in something. Something big.
Nobody knows about my search program except for Lisa, you, and Perry. Do they know I have the results?
Maybe Larry should have asked me that before he fired me, huh?
Hey, did you see the examiner?
Someone's been here. I always leave my mouse against the keyboard.
Revere University professor violates Privacy Act with computer scan. Ridiculous. These people will write anything. Unbelievable. So what are you going to do about this? I mean, Jeannie? Jeannie? See these messages from Obel? Huh? Okay. What are you doing? Are you gonna call Obel? Jeannie, you can't ignore the president of the university. Where are you going?
Baltimore.
Dr. Farami? Dick Minsky. How do you do?
I spoke to Mr. Ringwood last night.
You betcha. Peter's off sick, but he filled me in. My office is this way. Logan, Lorraine, and Pinkley.
Pinker. Charlotte Pinker.
You betcha.
What is your role here, Mr. Minsky?
Dick. General manager. Interesting. The computer says we have no record of either name. You sure of the spelling?
Yes.
All right. Let's try another way. When did they attend the clinic?
27 years ago.
Well, I'm sorry we don't keep records from that far back. After 20 years, we shred the cards. I'm afraid you came all this way for nothing.
Why didn't Mr. Ringwood tell me that last night?
Perhaps you didn't mention the dates.
I'm sure I did.
Perhaps he misunderstood.
Perhaps you're lying.
I'm afraid our time is up.
You betcha. What are you doing here?
I couldn't wait.
It was a big waste of time. They claim they destroyed all the records. It must be pretty horrible, whatever it is they're trying to hide. My God.
What?
Aventine is owned by Genetica.
So?
So if any skeletons come out of the closet now, it'll blow the takeover. Barry's behind all this.
What the hell are you talking about?
In vitro fertilization. Aventine helped pioneer the technique. You combine the mother's egg with the father's sperm in a petri dish, and then you implant the fertilized egg into the mother. But that's not what they did with your mom and Mrs. Pinker.
Are you saying I'm a test tube baby?
I'm saying they implanted your mom and Mrs. Pinker with a fertilized egg that split in the dish. That's how you and Dennis can have different mothers, come from different states, be born on different days, and still be identical twins.
Let's get out of here. So they're not my parents.
I don't know, Steve. I just know that you and Pinker come from the same source. Could be your parents.
Or his, or whoever's, right?
You okay?
Uh-huh. Stay in this lane.
I think we're going a little fast.
I don't think so.
Steve, don't. Steve, don't. Don't!
Am I scaring you?
No. Just don't want you to do
You're gonna do everything I tell you to do, or I'm gonna pound your face. Like this?
Stop it! Stop it!
Shut up. Go for the ride. Excuse me, you know where telephone is? I'll be back real soon, honey.
You are a sick bastard.
What are you talking
I should have listened to Lisa.
What's wrong, Miss Ferrami?
He tried to kill me in Baltimore.
Baltimore? I wasn't in Baltimore.
Go tell that to the police.
Well, Miss Ferrami, it's none of my business, but this young man was sitting on that stoop for the last 2 hours. We came in from Baltimore. He took the Concorde.
What are you doing here?
Police got the test results back. My DNA matches the rapist's. God. Jeannie, wait a second. If I raped Lisa or I attacked you, would I be here right now? Would I come here and tell you this? Think about it. I didn't attack you.
Then who did?
Pinker!
Hey, Pinker. Been to Baltimore today?
He is? Okay, Borden, I'm sorry to have troubled you. Goodbye. Pinker's still in prison. You have to leave now.
You know I didn't attack you, and I'm not...
Just go, Steve, please.
What did you find out at the Aventine Clinic?
I'll call you, I promise.
Did you see my mother's medical records?
No. Do you know what her treatment was at the clinic?
Therapy. Hormone shots. I don't know. It's in her book. Why?
I think that they secretly used your mom and Mrs. Pinker to experiment with in vitro. They fertilized an egg, it split in the dish, they implanted one egg into Mrs. Pinker and the other one into your mom.
Well, if an egg can split in two, could it split in three?
No. Well, yeah, but triplets are very rare.
Yeah, but it's possible. Pinker's in prison, I'm out here, and you get attacked by someone that looks just like us. Now, wouldn't that explain everything?
God, my FBI disc.
FBI?
Dr. Ferrari.
Oh, Ralph. Hey, would you open the door for me, please?
Sorry, Doc. They said you were fired.
My discs are in there. I have to get them out.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Where are you going?
I want to see Barrington Jones.
He's in meetings all day. If you want to make an appointment for tomorrow. Wait a minute.
You gave the examiner that bogus tip, didn't you?
What is this all about?
You got me fired. I should have figured it was you, the way you wrap a bell around your finger. It's occupied.
I don't think this is the time or the place for this kind of a discussion.
You experimented on Lorraine Logan and Charlotte Pinker without their permission. They came to you for help, and you used them like lab rats. When this gets out, you...
When what gets out? Do you really think anybody's going to believe you now? An unstable female, publicly disgraced and fired for unethical behavior? My dear, I was splicing genes when you were in diapers. I wrote your textbooks. I'm the spokesman for modern genetics. I'm sorry. You can't touch me.
Mom, it's Jeannie. I'm here. I'm here. It's me.
Do something, Jeannie. I try to talk talking real slow.
What are you doing here?
Can't calm it down.
How could you steal from your own daughter?
Leave her alone. Leave me alone.
Don't talk like that to your father. Janine Rose, I didn't raise you to be disrespectful. Apologize.
I can't.
Well, I'm sorry, Pete. She got your temper.
But she's got your pretty smile.
Don't leave, Pete. Don't go again. Janine, please set the table.
How long has she been like this?
I don't know, about a year. Just go, Dad.
Oh, geez, all my life. Been good at just one thing. I can con my way into a business, case it in a day. Disarm any security system, clean the place out, and be 2 days gone before they even know it. But this last time I froze. Crossing my nerves. That's why I took your stuff. I'll make it up to you, honey. I swear. From now on, I go straight.
Not so fast, Dad. You owe me one.
How do you get in here at night?
I used to use my key card.
Can we get around back?
Yeah, follow me.
Sheesh, on Broadway here. Here. Hold this, will you?
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Huh? Well, you want that disc back, don't you?
Yeah, but if you're caught, they'll lock you up again.
So? That's what you wanted an hour ago.
So things change.
Okay. Now, see, this will give the alarm a little headache. Okay. Tries every possible combination. Ain't technology grand.
Where do you get this stuff?
Mail order. What are you doing? Let's go.
I have to print out the list.
No. Do it at home.
I can't. Somebody stole my computer.
Let's go.
Meet me at the car. Go on.
Excuse me. Something set off the alarm.
Oh, yeah, I heard some breaking glass back there.
Hey, aren't you Dr. Ferrami?
Yes, I am. Good luck.
Wait a minute, you were fired. Your pass key's no good. How the hell did you get in here?
Dad!
Base. I need back around the front of the science building.
Hey, gorgeous! Want to ride?
Dr. Ferrami!
Wayne Statner? He's got to be the one that attacked you and Lisa.
Must be. It's a New York number. Let's try it.
Wayne. I'm out. Don't hang up. I hate that. Leave a message. I'll call you this time.
Jeez. You sound just like you. I'm Pete, sweetie. Can you give me the keys to the old place?
Dad, you can't stay there. It's still a wreck after the fire.
Well, so cleaning it up will keep me out of trouble for a while, right? I thought I'd fix up the old den for your mom so she won't have to walk up the stairs. What do you think?
Hey. Thanks, Daddy.
Good night, sir. You are so alike.
Who?
You and your dad. You're smart in the same way.
He's a burglar. I'm a psychobiologist.
I know, but you are. You think alike. It's always bothered me. I've never had anything in common with my parents. I don't look like either one of them. We don't share the same tastes. We don't laugh at the same things. I don't know, we're just very different.
Yeah, but traits often skip generations. Your parents could still very well be your parents. I don't know, they could be Statners or the Pinkers.
Or whoever. Right? I mean, is that where I get my temper from? Is my real father like that? Is it a family trait? Or could I end up like Wayne Statner or Pinker?
You what?
You had your chance. You screwed up. I had to take over.
How dare you? How dare you bring him into this?
I thought he was already in.
He's got a point. Shut up. Why do you do it, Jim? Why do you always egg him on?
If you'd only gotten rid of that girl right away instead of trying to screw her.
Stop it. It doesn't help us to be at each other's throats.
I am this close to being majority leader. I'm not going to let anything jeopardize that. Not for something I did years ago under orders. This whole mess has always been your screw-up. You chose the subjects. You knew that sperm donor was hyper-aggressive.
You wanted warriors.
And you gave us criminals. Hell, maybe we should get rid of those boys, too, before they...
Stop it. Now, listen to me. Landsman will announce the takeover in a couple of days. All we have to do is keep Parami at bay until they hand over the money. The $180 million will buy a lot of silence. If you try to hurt those boys, I swear to God...
Don't push me, Barry. I'm not that loyal.
No, not Steve. Wayne Statner. Their fingerprints are a perfect match. That only happens with identicals. I have his address in New York. It'd only take one look to see if he's the rapist.
I don't know if Logan is your boyfriend or your science project or what, but you have a blind eye when it comes to him. He's a criminal.
Just because you booked him doesn't make him a...
He attacked a kid with a tire iron 12 years ago. Attempted murder, 6 months suspended. Helps when your daddy works for the Pentagon.
No. Look, I know his psych test and his profile. He does have a temper, but...
A temper? He nearly killed the kid. Logan is a would-be murderer, a con man, and a rapist. Now, if he gets you, doctor, don't blame me.
I didn't know how to tell you.
I nearly killed someone. Would have worked.
Listen, Jeannie. Jeannie, let me explain. Do you even know what happened? First of all, okay, it was high school, all right? There was one guy who was always on my case, day in, day out. One day, he pushes me too far, and I hit him. I didn't know he was expecting it. He reaches into his backpack, and he just so happens to have a tire iron. He starts swinging it at my head. I went ballistic. I lost it. I can't tell you I remember everything, but the last thing I know, he's lying on the ground, I'm standing over him, I'm holding the tire iron, and we're both covered in his blood. Okay? That was a long time ago. It was high school, I was just a kid. That's not gonna happen again.
What about that detective you almost strangled 2 days ago? Mish told me. It's still happening, Steve, isn't it?
What do you want?
Why didn't you tell me you got Statner off the FBI fingerprint file?
I did.
No, you didn't. I heard it from Steve Logan, who's been nagging me for the last 5 hours to check if Wayne Statner has a record.
Does he? Have a record, Statner?
Yes and no. Charges were dropped.
What charges?
Rape.
All it would take is one look, and we know if Steve's and Pinker's identical.
Wait a minute. One look could give us cocktail conversation. Even if he is a lookalike, I have a couple of other little concerns like probable cause and motive and alibi.
We can catch the next train to New York. Let me just change my clothes.
Wait a minute. What's this we?
Wayne Statner. Isn't he the kid who owns all the nightclubs? Filthy ritual son of a bitch. You know these club rats stay out all night. He's probably not even home yet.
Who the hell is it?
Yeah, well, good morning to you, too. It's the police. Open the door.
You wanna show your badge or maybe like some ID to the camera? A little early for foul play, isn't it?
Wayne Statner? I'm Detective Rice from the New York City Police. We'd like to ask you some questions.
Well, I'm always happy to help out the police. Right this way. You like it?
You dyed your hair.
Mr. Statner, I'm Mitch Delaware with the Philadelphia Police.
Oh, they have crime in Philly? Who would have known?
Where were you the afternoon of the 19th between 3 and 5?
The 19th. Tribeca, having my fly open.
Excuse me?
A fly my new nightclub. NYC Today covered the opening live. You want to see?
Like I say, this is what it's all about. These are the people right here that give me all the inspiration. What is next for you? Coming, we got a couple new things coming up real soon, so you stay in tune, okay? All right.
We'll need to verify this. May I have the tape?
Yeah, sure. I made a bunch of copies. I got some better ones than this, though. So what was it I supposedly did?
Rape.
Ooh, well, not me. I'm not into rape. All my victims volunteer.
When did you dye your hair blonde?
Well, I've been dyeing my hair since I was 15.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
No, do you?
Was your father in the military around the time you were born?
Dr. Farami.
Oh, yeah, he was a flight instructor at Fort Bragg.
Did your mother have any trouble conceiving?
Thank you for your time, Mr. Statner.
Did she receive treatment at the Aventine Clinic?
How did you know that?
Dr. Farami is a scientist that the Philadelphia police have graciously allowed to tag along on official business.
How can I reach her?
Well, you can start by getting a shovel. She's been dead for 10 years. Or you can call my dad down in Fort Lauderdale. What field are you in?
Criminality.
That's interesting. I'm sorry I can't be of more service to you, but I'm not a criminal.
No?
No. I'm an adventurer.
Did you go adventuring 2 days ago in Baltimore?
It's the hair, isn't it? Someone did something to you, and you can't get their hair out of your mind, right? And what was it? Was it blonde, or brown, or black, or red? Because I got some dye and some wigs, and we can do a dramatic recreation.
I just can't believe he's innocent.
She's as guilty as hell, just not of this one.
So,
Thanks for going to Mish.
did you see Statner? Does he look like me? Does he have alibis?
He has alibis, though I'm not sure I buy them. And he also has blonde hair. But otherwise, he's your twin. Triplet.
Well, what about his mother? Did she go to the Aventine Clinic?
She did? What year was that? Do you recall? I see. Well, thank you very much, Colonel Statner. Bye. Statner's mom was at Aventine, too. But how can I prove it if I can't get my hands on those records?
Field hockey, tennis champ, running. You're a little jock.
Help me put myself through college. Scholarships, prize money.
Westinghouse Science Scholar.
Okay, so I'm a classic overachiever.
You know, if you do find a bad guy gene, you can blow criminal law to pieces. Perps will plead not guilty by reason of biology.
Just because you had the gene doesn't mean you'll exhibit the behavior.
Why not?
You might not be dominant.
Oh, yeah. Explain that to me. Dominance and recession.
Recessiveness.
Recessiveness.
It's just the way the contrasting genes determine which traits are passed along. When the alleles come together, they communicate by sending each other chemical signals that... What?
Nothing.
What?
You're just really beautiful. Ever since the first time I saw you, I just... And then the next day, you came into the room. I couldn't believe it was you. And you know, you're telling me about the twin thing. Half of me was freaking out about that. But part of me was amazed at how good I felt just being close to you. Like I do right now. Make a wish. Like it? going too fast? I could slow down if you want.
You have to leave now.
What do you mean? Why?
Because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know who you are.
Jeannie, I didn't attack you. Wayne Statner attacked you, right?
He has blonde hair.
So what? I can dye my hair too.
Why would he attack me?
I don't know. Why would I?
I don't know. I just... Please, go. I'm sorry.
You know, a rapist wouldn't leave now. He'd grab you around your neck, throw you on the floor, and maybe put a hand over your mouth while... What are you doing?
Hello?
You put up a real nice fight screaming in your car, Jeannie.
Who is this?
You think you can top that when we meet again? I really hate sharing you. So after I take out your boyfriend, I'm gonna rip off that purple shirt and we are going to have some fun, bitch. So much fun before you die. What are you doing? Get out of here. Get out of here right now.
Just relax. I'll be careful. What are you doing?
When were you ever careful?
Give me the keys. Hey, give me my keys, you idiot.
I'm glad they did what they did to me at that clinic. Oh, I don't mean experimenting on me without my permission. That makes my blood boil. But if they hadn't done it, I wouldn't have you.
And who am I?
You're my son.
There's no family resemblance. I'm the product of complete strangers.
You're still mine. I raised you. I showed you how to walk and to run and to be a friend. I saw you get yourself into hell and then you pulled yourself right back out. I know you, and I'm proud of you, and I love you. That makes you my son.
Would you love a rapist?
You're not a rapist.
My twin is, and the other one's a murderer. We have the same DNA, the same nature. I'm just like them.
No. You were raised with very strong values.
Mom, you could train a wild animal. Does that really change its nature? Did you and Dad make me who I am, or did Genetico?
Son, you have company.
Mom, this is Jeannie Farami.
Nice to meet you.
It's an honor to meet you. I've just had a call, a death threat, from the one that attacked me in Baltimore.
What did he say?
He also threatened you.
It's gotta be Dennis Pinker.
Calling from jail? Whoever it is has been watching us, or else how could he know about you?
Okay, Wayne Statner then?
He's got an alibi for Lisa's rape. Why would he jeopardize that? There's only one explanation. There's 4 of you.
You mean quadruplets?
I believe the experiment wasn't about fertilization, but duplication, cloning.
But it's impossible. This was 27 years ago. The technology didn't exist.
Not today's technology, but they've been cloning lower life forms for decades. See, they didn't invade a cell like with Dolly the sheep and the rhesus monkeys. They imitated nature by cloning identical twins.
Why on earth would
Back
any...
in the late 60s, people said the Russians were trying to breed the perfect athlete, chess player, soldier. Some said we should do the same thing.
Maybe Genetico started as a cover for a military project.
So this caller, this 4th clone, he's the rapist. We find him, we clear Steve. How do we find him?
Genetico experimented on soldiers' wives, right?
So the babies must have been born in Army hospitals. That means there must be Army medical records. Now, if the medical records still exist and are on computer, I can scan the file with my search program.
You want me to get you into the Pentagon?
It's where they keep the records.
But you don't have clearance.
You do. And they must know Steve there. He could load the program.
If we get caught, my career is over and I go to prison.
Will you do it?
Hell yes.
Yes.
Always get so turned around in this place.
It's just 5 rings and 10 spokes. You want out? Find a spoke, follow it all the way to an exit. Or just stick with me.
Dad. Thanks.
Yes. Logan and the boy. They just walked into the damn building. Now, call somebody, Jim. Try Swagger again. Just find out what they're doing in there and stop it!
Colonel Logan, Lieutenant Gamble. This is your terminal here, sir.
Thank you. We need to access medical records of babies born 27 years ago in military hospitals.
You can't. Those records are in St. Louis. To use the data link, you have to have a priority clearance. You don't have a priority clearance.
Lieutenant, I assume General Kroner told you to help me in any way you can.
Yes, sir.
Well, I know he'd grant me a priority clearance. I believe you know that, too. Now, we can proceed from that knowledge, or we can pick up the phone and interrupt Killer Kroner at 7:30 on a Saturday night.
I had 3 miscarriages. Each one was devastating. I wouldn't wish that grief on my worst enemy.
I'm sorry.
I've read about genetic experiments. To get 4 clones, they had to create what? 24 embryos?
More.
And some of them died right there in the dish. But lots of them were implanted into women. Women just like me. Going to Aventine Clinic full of hope. And then they miscarried. Oh, that grief. And Barrington Jones and his buddies, they didn't give a damn. They raped us. And they didn't give a damn.
Shall I copy the results?
Please, and could you print out a hard copy? The screen plays hell with my eyes.
This disc has the results, and this one has your search program. The hard copy will come out of printer number 4 around that corner.
Thank you.
Let's get out of here.
I just want to know. Right. There. There must be some mistake. 8 of you. The hell did they think they were doing?
general wishes to speak to you.
I'm sorry, I don't have time.
I must insist. The general has detained your father.
Well, I'm sure my father can take care of himself, Lieutenant.
I'm sorry, sir, but I cannot allow you to leave.
Listen, I haven't done anything wrong. Okay, so you can't arrest me. Detaining me is illegal. You do it, I'll slap you with a lawsuit that'll boot you out of here with a dishonorable discharge.
Do something!
Stop or I'll shoot.
You're not gonna shoot me.
This is Gamble. I need to speak to General Swiger. Now!
Where's your dad?
Just go!
Jeannie, slow down.
Mom? Hang on.
Hold your fire! Hold your fire! Yes, General. Yes, sir, we let him go. Swiger's orders. General will handle this matter himself.
Stop right here, Julie, stop.
I really don't want to leave you guys alone.
Steve, we just broke out of the Pentagon. It's safer if we split up.
Joe Hogan is one of the few men in DC that can be trusted. He's our family lawyer, and he's a very good friend.
Well, what about Dad?
Oh, don't worry about your father. He's been finessing generals for 20 years. Besides, he's probably already at home. It's that damn Barrington Jones who should be worried. I'm calling my editors.
No, not yet, Lorraine. I'll call you when I can. Be careful.
You too.
Henry Irwin Kings and 17 Henry I. Kings in the phone book.
Yeah, but that's every residence in the U.S. He was born in Fort Devens. Narrow the search down to Massachusetts numbers.
Just because he was born there doesn't mean he still lives there.
Just try it.
One Henry Irwin in Amherst and 4 Henry I's in Boston.
Okay, let's call him. You start at the top and I'll work my way up from the bottom.
It's 10:30 on a Saturday night.
Can't
Jeannie.
wait.
Oh, come on.
Make up a story. Say you're doing a poll of army brats. You're tracking a serial killer. Okay, so you make up something.
Hi, may I please speak with Henry King? Mr. King, hi, I'm calling to confirm your surgery for tomorrow at Mercy General. No?
Mr. King, to eliminate
Is this
the
Henry
suspect,
Irwin
can you tell me of your whereabouts last Sunday at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Can you confirm that? Okay, well, thank you very much for your time, sir. Oh, my God.
Was it him?
He sounded just like Steve, and Pinker and Statner. His date of birth is about the same, too.
He has an alibi, though. Says he was working. He has a time card to prove it.
All right, what's next?
Yes, I know it's late, but, well, I'm sorry to
Well,
disturb
we're
you.
trying to organize a class reunion, and that's why I was trying to contact George.
Yes,
Did he go to that school?
Well, I'm pleased to tell you.
Did. What year?
Won a lot of money in sweepstakes that
Yes,
we had.
ma'am, I know
and,
it's late. It's
well,
very
I'd like to be
important
able
that...
to send that prize money to you.
Ma'am, it's just very important that we contact... 2 more questions, please. Just don't hang up yet, okay? Just 2 more questions. Is there any other address for him? Any forwarding address? That's awful. No. I'm just sorry I had to bring it all up again for you. All right, you take care. Okay, bye-bye. That was Per Erickson's mother. He died 2 years ago trying to qualify for the Winter Olympics. Seems he was some kind of stunt skier or something. Oh, you found Murray Claude?
No, his father. Murray's in Athens serving a life sentence for murder.
Oh, my gosh. Of course, the last one would have to be named Jones.
Born in Bethesda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maryland. Try Baltimore, where I was attacked.
All right. 16. Piece of cake. It's another answering machine. What time is it?
What?
It's him.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. It's not only his voice. I can hear that horrible grin.
Detective Mish Delaware, please. It's an emergency. Well, give me your voicemail. Mish, it's Jeannie Farami. We found the rapist. His name is Harvey Jones. He lives on Trenton Avenue in Baltimore. Contact the Baltimore police right away. Call me.
Guess all we can do now is wait, huh?
Right.
Where are you going?
Do you need help?
No. Is he home?
Did you knock?
What's he like?
What's he like? Gorgeous. Bit of a monster. Not to me. He's not interested in me. Unfortunately. Well, no, I don't like brutes. And every young lady who goes in there comes out crying.
I believe he raped my friend.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm not surprised. Did you tell the police?
It's complicated. I just get in there to prove it to myself, if nothing else.
Dear girl, outside of the movies, when have you ever actually seen someone pick a lock? The manager is a friend. Oh my, a pig as well as a brute. Pain.
Blade. Face down.
The Marquis de Sade's 120 Days of Sodom. A classicist.
Found something?
Detective Mish Delaware, please. I've already left 3 messages. Do you know when he'll be back?
Sorry, he's gone most weekends. One of those career grad students, family has pots of money. Maybe he's home right now getting his laundry done. Where did he rape your friend?
Philadelphia.
Know any Joneses in Philly?
Yes, I understand. As a representative of the Atlantic Phone Company, I want to thank you for your cooperation, and I hope we haven't bothered you. Well, she's talked to Per Erickson's mother, Murray Claude's father, and Henry King. Apparently, she didn't tell him anything, just asked about dates of birth and so forth, but I think we can assume that she's tracked down most, if not all, of the boys.
Damn. And the press conference is tomorrow. We're dead.
No, we're not, but we've got to find out what she intends to do. Brilliant. How are you going to do that, Barry? Walk up and ask her? No, not me.
Uncle Press, Uncle Jim, Dad, you wanted to talk to me?
Your mother had trouble conceiving. And at the time, Preston was researching in vitro fertilization.
Yeah, I know. I'm a test tube baby, right, Dad? Farami told me.
Well, I found a way to split the embryo, not just once, but over and over. But Harvey, you mustn't tell anyone this, not even your mother.
Mom doesn't know?
Well, we needed host wombs, and your mother and I were desperate for a child.
So who are my real parents?
Well, we are, son. Your mother and I raised you, and we loved you from the moment you were born. We loved you in spite of all the hell you got into. Still get into.
Yeah, I know, Dad. I love you too. But where do I come from?
Well, the egg came from a secretary at West Point. She was quite bright, fit, attractive. And the sperm donor was an Army lieutenant from Fort Bragg, and as I remember, you're quite like him.
I want to meet him.
Well, I'm afraid you can't. I don't know where the woman is, and he died a few years after the procedure.
How?
He let his temper get the best of him. He died in a brawl. Harvey, listen to me. This was a military venture. It was top secret. But now Jeannie Farami knows. And if she decides to go public, it could not only ruin me, and Preston, and Jim. You could go to prison. You raped that girl, didn't you? We've got to find out what Farami's going to do with this information. And since you and Steve Logan look exactly alike...
I get it.
Just find out what she's going to do. Don't do anything else, promise me.
Whatever you say, Dad. You're in the driver's seat.
Hello there. Got some nice new radishes.
Bite me.
Steve, what are you doing here?
I had to see you.
Coop shouldn't be out here. Come on. I left Mish a half a dozen phone messages. Hopefully she'll call back soon. I went to Baltimore.
Oh, yeah? Why?
One of your clones lives there. His name is Harvey Jones. Lisa and I recognized his voice off the phone machine. I wanted to be sure, so I got into his apartment. He's the rapist. And guess what else?
There's more?
Uh-huh. He's Barrington's son. Barry raped one of the clones himself. Just imagine what the press is going to do with this. I know you and Mish are going to kill me for taking such a risk, but I just had to find out.
Yeah, well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Lisa's going to be here soon.
That sounds like fun.
So what happened with your dad? At the Pentagon? Everything okay?
Yeah, he's good. You know, Dad, he works everything out. What's the matter?
Nothing. You know it isn't safe here. We should go to a hotel. I'll just go upstairs and get some stuff.
Hey, Mr. Oliver. How you doing?
Jeannie! Esperame! Sure you got the right one?
Jeannie? What the hell's going on here?
This is Steve Logan. That's Harvey Jones, Barry's son.
Barry's son?
Hmm? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Mary.
Please.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, sweet thing. You come back for more? Is that your best shot, bitch? Come on, you can do better than that.
Yeah, I could do better. You have anything for his filthy mouth?
My pleasure, ma'am.
Okay. Sure. All right, Uncle Jim. He's supposed to go home and tell his dad about the clone information. And they seem worried about you crashing some press conference tomorrow.
Oh, really?
What do you want to do now?
Harvey, how many times do I have to ask you? Would you please park that pile of junk in the garage where I don't have to look at it?
I'm going out later.
No, you're not. I'm gonna keep an eye on you tonight. We can't afford any more trouble now.
Preston and Jim are waiting for you in the dining room. I said the dining room.
I can take a leak first, can I?
Well, there you are. What took you so long? As if I didn't know.
What'd you find out, son?
She's got the names, addresses, and phone numbers of all the clones.
Dear God.
But she's only going to use them as an ace in the hole to get her job back. She wants to sue the university for wrongful dismissal, and she's got a meeting with an attorney next Thursday.
Well, what about you? She must know you raped her friend and want to clear Logan. Did she call the police?
Yeah, but they won't return her calls because they think she's nuts.
All that worry for nothing. Good work, Harvey.
Can I have some water, please?
Please?
Well, I, for one, need an aspirin. Anyone else?
No.
You remember the time I took you to the Plaza Hotel for lunch? You were 10, I think?
Plaza.
You remember, Harvey, you ordered the scallops. You threw up all over the table. I'll never forget it.
Hard thing to forget. Marianne, get me a scotch, please.
Dad keeps the good stuff in the bottom right drawer.
Well, what do you know?
Harvey.
Marion, make us all a scotch. Let's drink to $180 million.
You got your laptop?
Yep.
I got their numbers. We can book their travel with my credit card.
Great.
Thank God you had the tranquilizers.
Yeah, well, there's all kinds of perks to getting raped. Sorry, sick humor. Okay, Harvey. If all the capsules dissolved and I didn't overestimate your dosage, you won't go into cardiac arrest.
Well, the one thing I like about that is it lands when people is You can't fool me, kid. You fell for that girl, didn't you? You must have, otherwise you would have offed her like I told you.
It just seemed like such a waste, you know what I mean, Uncle Jim?
No, but I wish I did. Barry, I want to apologize. I've been an ass. I said some things.
It's been a hell of a week.
You will be at the press conference tomorrow, Harvey.
Well, you really think that's smart? Steve Logan's face has been all over the news lately for rape. And with the press that's going to be there tomorrow, I don't think it's such a good idea.
Oh, nonsense. We'll stash you in the VIP room, and when it's all over, we'll go out and really celebrate.
So go get some sleep now.
Okay. Night.
Night.
Night, Tom. Well, as I say, the German precision of the people. Oh, I think that is. Harvey. Leave her alone tonight, would you?
Which way do you want to go?
Just go upstairs.
Best man, too many toasts.
Sorry, excuse me. Which way do you want to go?
Let's try this one. Lean against the wall.
Oh my gosh. Hurry up, Jeannie. Your father gave that to you?
Well, actually, he left it at my place, but he never said I couldn't use it.
Oh, he's getting heavy. Come on.
It's empty. Let's go.
Oh, good guess.
No gas. Nobody wants to stay across from an ice machine.
Don't hurt me tonight, okay, Harvey? Please? I'll do whatever you want. Just don't hurt me, okay?
Stop.
It's okay. I want to.
Marianne, stop. Stop. Please, don't scream. I'm not gonna hurt you. Okay?
You're not Harvey.
Please don't say anything.
You say 20 minutes, but you mean 3 hours. Yeah, thanks. Flight's delayed. It's not coming in till 9:30.
Damn it. You can still make it back here before the conference starts at 10. Who's on the flight?
They can't tell me. The computer's down. Jeannie, how am I supposed to get from the airport back to this hotel in a half an hour? I'd have to run every light.
So run every light.
Fine.
I'm sorry.
No, it's my fault. I'm sorry. I'm cranky and I'm tired.
Oh.
Come on.
Nobody can hear you.
You better drug him again.
I used all the pills.
Help me.
All right, wait. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2. Okay. Has to go. All right, good luck, all right?
Detective Miss Delaware.
Well, finally. Marianne, would you feed him as quickly as possible? Yeah? Oh, hi, Doug. Yeah. No, I'm not giving an exclusive. No? Well, not yet anyway. Well, you're going to have to ask Landsman that. They're the ones that are... Yeah, a lot more than you could possibly imagine. Listen, I'm in a kind of a rush now. If you're going to come, bring a photographer. Take lots of pictures. I'd appreciate it. All right. How can you drink that stuff morning after morning? It makes me sick to watch you. All right, we gotta go. Got a lot of money to collect.
Dr. Jones! Dr. Jones, Karen Beamish, Total Media. A pleasure to meet you, sir.
Well, the pleasure's mine, Karen. This is my son, Harvey.
A pleasure. You must be very proud of your father.
Very proud. We hired a public relations firm to run the conference. Is everything ready?
We're just waiting for the clock to strike 10. Why don't I bring you up to the VIP room while I round up the stragglers?
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Michael, 30 years of hard work coming to fruition, and I gotta thank you. That's right. Where are you going, son?
I'm going to the gift shop. I want some gum.
Harvey, here. I'm deducting that from the 180 million.
Take it out of his third.
Gentlemen, showtime.
All right, gentlemen, let's go.
Well, an hour's time and it'll all be over. Couldn't have done it without you, son. I love you.
I love you, Dad.
Well, I'm finally back to where I like to be.
Yep.
And where's that?
What?
Where I like to be.
Go ahead, Harvey. Tell your father where he likes to be.
For good luck. Where do I always like to be?
Right on top.
Grab him!
Here. All right, who are you? Steve Logan? Where's my son? Where's Harvey?
He's going to jail just like you, just like all...
God, come here. No! Put that thing away! There's a whole room of people out there, not to mention the press. Oh, my God. Jeannie Farami, she's gonna crash the conference, isn't she?
You lied to those women. You used them.
They came to us for babies. We gave them babies.
They wanted their own babies, not freaks.
You're not a freak, Steve. I've kept track of you. Kept track of all of you. I know you went through hell when you beat that boy so badly. But you turned yourself around. And God, I was so proud of you when you got into law school. No, Steve, you're just fine. And you owe part of that to us. Now, you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for us.
Hello? Everything okay?
We'll be right out.
What are we gonna do?
You start the conference, Jim. I'm gonna look for Harvey and that girl.
What about him?
Thank you, Dr. Bart. Senator Proust.
Dr. Jones will be joining us very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to officially announce the merger of Genetico with Landsman Pharmaceuticals. Now, as we all know, sometimes these mergers are a difficult and painful process. Not so this time. I'd like to thank these men for their cooperation and their inspiration. Genetico pioneered the field of genetics research, perfected in
May I
vitro
help you?
fertilization, and has
could you
led
please
the
tell
way
me where
in
the restroom is?
recombinant
Certainly. Just down the hall
Nearly
to the
30
left.
years of hard
Thank you.
wisdom and experience are behind this company's reputation for innovation and integrity. Landsman, on the other hand, is a relatively young company whose quick rise can be attributed to a kind of youthful aggression.
Dad! Dad!
Oh. Harvey, thank God.
We're gonna crash a conference.
I know. I've got Steve Logan tethered in the VIP room. Now get out of here. I gotta stop Harami. Hello? Could you get me the police, please? It's an emergency.
Mr. Logan, Steve Logan. Where's Dr. Farami?
Officer. Oh, thank God you're here. Harvey Jones attacked Farami. We got in a fight. He knocked me out. When I got up, they weren't there. I don't know where they are.
Well, they're not going to stick around for long. Check the parking garage. Maybe they haven't left yet.
Can I do anything? Can I help out, please?
Stay here. If you see anything, alert security. I'm going to call for backup.
Now, as we move into this brave new era of biotechnology, as we learn to plot not only the human genome, but to
Go to the top of the stairs.
Itself,
Make sure she doesn't get in.
will no longer be needed because we will be able to grow a new heart and liver from the recombinated clone cells of patients and body. Well, I guess that's it for me. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Barrington Jones.
Thank you. Thank you, my friends, colleagues, rivals. Earlier today, a friend of mine asked if I was sad to be letting go my baby after 30 years. Sort of like giving away a favorite daughter in marriage. And I said, sad? Any 30-year-old baby who can bring in this kind of a dowry, go, good luck, God bless.
You know, I had a really bad night. Jeannie was so hot in that car one night there in Baltimore. Steve, don't talk to me that way. After all, we're family. Brothers, right? Same parents, same genes, same instincts. You're just like me. In fact, you could be me. I'm gonna do her again, Stevie. I'm not you. I'll never be you.
As the old adage goes, no man is an island. And my success, Genetico's success, rests on the talents of my two partners, Senator Jim Proust and Professor Preston Mark. They're doing pretty fine.
How'd you do it, Barry?
This may be the end of Genetico, but it is the
Did you
beginning of a
split an
new
egg
era.
8 times?
A new era of genetic discovery.
Or did you split an egg only once and then split each subsequent egg?
Please leave or I will call security.
How did you keep them alive? Super nutrients, suspended animation? Tell me what? How did you do it?
Who is she and what does she want? She's a disgruntled former employee, that's all.
You know, of course, I only know about 8. Maybe there's more. How many did you make, Perry? How many others are running around out there that look exactly like Steve Logan, Dennis Pinker, Harvey Jones?
I hope you'll all forgive this intrusion. That young lady is Ginny Farami. She was a researcher for Revere University who was fired for unethical behavior. I'm sure you all read about it in the Examiner this week.
You know what kills me, Barry? You really don't get it, do you? You don't think you did anything wrong. You experimented on 8 women, used them.
Maybe
and
we
you
should just
never
postpone this.
once
No.
thought
She'll be
of
back in a
asking
minute.
them for their permission.
I'm sure some of you are familiar with this situation. I'm approached often by people who are hysterical over the breakthroughs in genetics. Bionetsia, I believe is what they call it.
No, it's not your science that's the crime, it's your arrogance. You think you can do whatever you want to whomever you want in the name of research. But the end does not justify the means, and you know it. That's why you kept all this quiet. My God, if the world went into a frenzy when they found out we cloned a sheep, just think what how they're gonna react when they find out you've been cloning human beings.
This lady is crazy. Would you get her out of here, please?
You may be the damn spokesman for modern genetics, but you're still accountable for your actions.
Take her out, please.
You let loose a bunch of criminals on society. Dennis Pinker is a murderer, and so is Murray Claude. Wayne Statner is a sadist. Harvey Jones, your own son, is a rapist. He's a monster.
You're wrong. He's a miracle. They all are.
Look! Look! Those men are clones. Look at their faces! Lisa! Where's Harvey? Where's Steve?
I don't know.
Look, there's another one. That one's Wayne Statner.
Ladies and gentlemen, please. She's turning this into a sideshow. Did you get that lady out of here? Security, please. Get them out of here right now, all of them.
Steve!
Officer, let her go.
There's a very, very simple explanation for this. Michael, really, it's very simple.
Michael, I can explain.
Are you aware that illegal experimentation was happening in your company?
The press conference is now ended.
Dr. Joe!
Back off.
Why are you gonna fight? Wait a minute, don't let him go! Wait! Watch out! Don't get gun! Watch out!
Harvey Jones, you're arrested for the crime of rape and arson. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Hey, no matter what he says, we're the same. We're all the same. No, Jeannie, we're not the same. I have a choice to be who I am, like they have a choice to be who they are. And I will never be like them. Okay? Never. Believe me.
Thank you.